What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and I do have a new song coming out very soon. It is a remix of my track Dreamin' by Deep Source, who is a fellow Splinterlands player. So check it out, let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, I want to talk about SPS and specifically the Yaba'S Pickle promo because something that I've been thinking about when comparing this to the Vrooz promo card from several years ago, it honestly just feels like there was a missed opportunity here. And what I mean by that is I'm trying to figure out, like, what was the goal of the team to create this card and have SPS staking be a requirement, but not like an ongoing requirement, just a snapshot, right? Which we know lasts up to a month until people decide that they want to unstake and, maybe get rid of their SPS if they choose to, which is exactly what we saw with Vrooz. Like, Vrooz pumped up the price of SPS. I don't remember what the percentage gain was, but it did pump up the price shortly, and then everything kind of fell apart afterwards. And so I think through this, and I'm just like, okay, well, I understand that they wanted to do something similar to Vrooz, and that's cool. Like, I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with that. It just doesn't seem like it accomplished its goal. And therefore, that's where I feel like we have this, the missed opportunity was. Meaning that instead of it being 1,000 SPS per BCX that could be minted, I think it should have been significantly higher. Now, I ran the numbers on this, and it was like, what, 900,000 max copies that could be printed, right? So where was it? If you look here at how much SPS is staked currently, yeah, it's like 976 million. I think I did my rough math at like 950 million, and then you divide that by 400 cards, or 400 BCX per max copy. And that gets you to like 2,400 max copies. But not just that, so many more of these regular foil cards are going to be minted for when people go and get the, is it the auction marks or the fortune draws, right? The ones for the gold foil arcanes. So fine, we're going to have even higher inflation of the regular foil Pickle, which to me just represents a missed opportunity to make getting your regular, well, not your regular foil, but your shots at gold foil and your black foils significantly lower, right? So obviously there's a high amount of cards out there that, 900,000 cards that can be claimed and potentially get like, a black foil or a gold foil. But if you're going to do it in that way, again, just thinking through this, people have like 900,000 chances, right? If everybody goes through and tries to take advantage of this, even if you reduce it by half, meaning that you make it like a 2,000 SPS requirement per thing, you reduce the overall number of chances by half, which is significant. You reduce the overall maxed copies of cards, right, potentially from 2,400 down to 1,200. Again, this is going to be inflated even more so with the fortune draws, but that's besides the point. But it makes the card more scarce, and it makes the SPS that you're holding significantly more valuable for that snapshot, right? And again, I think you could probably have even gone higher than that. Like, where the community is right now, we don't need that many max copies. Like 2,400 max copies is a hell of a lot. And the fact that you're also going to have black foils included in there, and gold and black foil arcanes included in there means that, I mean, there's just too many cards out there. And as people chase these, it just drives the value of the regular foils down. Now, there is an argument to be made that, okay, this makes, everybody who's chasing those cards, it makes the regular foils actually a bit cheaper and easier for people to get into if they wanted to buy these cards. And so, again, that's like the silver lining, that it reduces the cost for people that just want to have a copy of the card. They don't need it to be shiny. They don't need it to be gold foil or an arcane, right? But they just want to copy of the card, and we've seen that with the prices of the Pickle essentially being 66% of what it costs on the secondary market, 66% on the secondary market of what it costs in the store. So fine, that's the silver lining. But if you had made this like a super exclusive card, and maybe even 10x'd the entry point, meaning that instead of like 1,000 SPS get you a BCX, you can make it 10,000 SPS that gets you a BCX. I mean, now we're talking about 240 max copies, which is probably closer in line to the amount of players at the highest levels that would be chasing those cards. Not to mention, there'd be a significant amount of black foils. There would be a significant amount of arcanes, both black and gold, that would be coming into the mix over the next couple of months. And I think that number would have made a lot more sense. Now, maybe the team is looking forward and saying, hey, we're really confident in our ability to bring in new players. We want cheap cards. And okay, if that's the strategy, then I am analyzing this in a snapshot in time, which is too early, right, to make a full analysis, right? The whole thing is not done yet, so I can understand that, and I'm trying to be cognizant of that. But given where the player base is at right now, given where the appetite is on the marketplace right now, it just seemed like way too many cards, right? That being said, I'm not going to complain. The cards are cheap on the secondary market, and for someone like me that doesn't necessarily chase the arcanes or the gold or the black foils, I mean, having cheaper cards and a cheaper entry point for players like myself or new players coming in may not be the worst thing in the world. So I'm calling that out because I'm just like, okay, it doesn't make sense for the player base as it stands, but maybe the team is really trying this. Don't skate to where the puck is, skate to where the puck is trying, or where the puck is going to go. And we've seen a significant amount of new player signups coming in. We've seen the partnerships that the team has worked, and we know that marketing is really just starting for them. So again, I reserve the right to be wrong, and I absolutely understand that I am looking at this very, very early in the process rather than a true post-game analysis. But that's just where my thoughts immediately went to when seeing how the Pickle has been kind of received at this point. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.